I'm Professor Elliot. Today, we're going to hell.
This is Adventure Club.
We're heading to the Devil's Gate Dam for possibly the most bizarre story I have ever looked into. The founder of Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard, co-founder of JPL, Jack Parsons, and the occultist, Aleister Crowley, all got together to try and summon the goddess Babylon.
Actually, let me start at the beginning. Jack Parsons was an influential rocket scientist. His innovations played a large role in modern space technology. But while he was a brilliant engineer, he was also deeply involved in the occult. In 1939, he converted to Thelema, a religion started by Aleister Crowley, and joined Ordo Templi Orientis, an organization that followed Thelema. Only 3 years later, at Crowley's command, Parsons became the leader of the California branch at the Agape Lodge. Stories emerging about the lodge, plus Parsons' disregard for safety, got him kicked out of JPL.
Stories of excessive drug use, ritualistic abuse, really dark stuff. It was around that time that he got connected with L. Ron Hubbard, and that's when they decided to summon the Whore of Babylon.
This is while he was still working at JPL.
This was just after he got kicked out of JPL for these stories that were coming out about him.
Wow.
Yeah. JPL doesn't want that kind of connection to their name.
No, I suspect not.
No, respectable. What on earth could this have been used for? Why on earth would they have chlorine for this dam? Is that a ladder? Oh, it's all bolted down.
Air. Feel the cold air coming out.
That's really nice on this hot day.
It's
oh
connected
my gosh.
to something else.
That is really nice. Yeah, there must be an opening on the other side.
Somewhere in there that's connected to other things where it's
There's
cooler.
another opening somewhere. That's something to keep in mind.
It is.
Babylon, also known as the Scarlet Woman, was first written about by Crowley in The Book of the Law. She's depicted just like the Whore of Babylon in Revelations, riding a beast with 7 heads. She is a representation of Mother Earth and female liberation. And according to Crowley, she can be called forth to manifest herself in a woman on Earth.
There have been myths and legends that this tunnel connects to an underground network of tunnels. I don't think that's true because of how strong the echo is. Watch this.
They completed some rituals to call forth an elemental woman who would give birth to the Scarlet Woman.
Actually, Crowley recommended against it. He was encouraging Parsons to stop. And on top of that, he told Parsons that Hubbard was a dangerous person. But Parsons and Hubbard pressed on anyways. And according to local legend, right here.
Some people believe this spot was a portal to hell, probably partially because that rock looked a little like the devil.
You want to check it out?
Let's go.
Let's go.
That has been boiling in the sun already. Okay.
Wait, say it again?
Much shadow or something on the ground.
One way to find out. Is there light coming from the other side of the tunnel?
So I think it's just reflection. I want it to just be reflection.
I want it just to be a reflection too.
Okay, no, it's just water on the ground.
This reminds me. Is the one on this side? What are these? Look at the ground, particularly around here. Yeah, this is just so...
This is overflow drainage.
This is overflow.
This is what opens when you want water downstream.
This is where you don't want to be when there's a flash flood.
After the first rituals, Parsons met a woman with red hair that he believed was the elemental, Marjorie Cameron.
So they start getting involved together. He's not telling her what they're doing. That's what he thinks is going on. And eventually, with all of these other rituals that he's trying to do, he ends up believing that she's not the elemental woman. She just is the Scarlet Woman. She is the Babylon.
By the way, you're the matriarch of my cult.
By the way.
Man, my flashlight's getting off.
Whoa.
It doesn't look like the door to hell, but it's certainly freaky.
I'm gonna have to agree there. It's a lot more comfortable knowing that there's just a wall behind us, though. Yeah. Crowley's prediction about L. Ron Hubbard actually came true. Hubbard, along with Parsons' ex, Sarah, stole $10,000 of Parsons' money, went to Florida, bought 3 yachts, and planned to sail around the world.
Parsons caught them in the harbor, but the whole ordeal may have left a bad taste in his mouth because he left the order soon after.
Later on, the Church of Scientology ended up doing a press release saying that L. Ron Hubbard was actually working with the U.S. in secret to try and take down the cult from the inside.
Really?
Yes, that's what they've claimed. There's a lot that I haven't touched on in this episode, and if you want to learn more, I highly recommend the book Strange Angel. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like, comment, let me know how you liked it, and keep an eye out because we've got more episodes coming along the way. Ready to get the hell out of here?
Let's get the hell out of here.